Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Table of Madness. And we are officially halfway done with our Grand Archive case break, and we are going to continue chugging along. This will make what are we on now? That's 3. This is box number 4, and again, there are 6 booster boxes, so let's get going with another booster box opening. Grand Archive, Dawn of Ashes. And again, for those of you that don't know, this is the Altered Edition too, not the first edition. But before we do this, before we get into this booster box opening, guys, if you can do me the big favor of just hitting that like button. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. This is a tabletop channel for all hobby enthusiasts such as myself. I do a lot of case breaks, booster box opening, anything TCG related, deck profiles, tabletop talk, and of course I also do action figure collectibles, unboxing, and reviews as well. If that's something that interests you, please hit that subscribe button. So let's go ahead and continue with our booster box opening Grand Archive. And so far, kind of have a little bit of mixed feelings about the Grand Archive so far. I do like it. It's just as far as a card game goes, I really do like it. It's a very, very, very fun card game. I definitely highly recommend you guys check out a how to play if you want to learn. The artwork is fantastic. Ooh, opening up with a SR, Map of Hidden Passage. But I got a couple of little gripes that I'm noticing too. I think the pull rates, not the greatest, and the rarity in general, not the greatest. Now, that is not to say that that makes it bad or anything. This booster box is not that expensive. I believe I only paid $60 per box. There were 6 boxes in a case. If this was first edition, yes, the booster box would have been a little more expensive, but the cards would have been a little more valuable. So far, one thing that I'm definitely noticing too, the foils in this set are pretty pricey, which is a good thing, and even some of the rares too. So I will be doing a full analysis breakdown of all the boxes. I'll break them all down by how much I spent, how much each box costed me, and then we'll break down what box 1 made me. Ooh, here we go. Speaking of foils, Intrepid Highwayman. That's a beautiful looking card. Their foils are like ridiculously nice. I definitely give them a lot of credit there. I really do like these foils, and I do understand now a little bit more to why they did the foils this way. Most card games, you get a foil in every pack. This card game does not do that. You get 3 foils per box so far. That's kind of been the number we've been getting. And the foils are pretty pricey, so that's very good that the foils actually mean something. It's not like in every other card game where you get a foil in every pack, and the foils like are rares, and virtually they're worthless. Like, let's be honest. But this card game actually kind of did a little differently. They actually made the foils a little valuable there. So, as I was saying too, I will be doing a full breakdown. So when we get to the end of this case break, I'll make another video after that, and I'll break down everything by the numbers, the pull rates, all that kind of stuff. What did each foil cost me, the average price per foil, all that kind of stuff. Like, I'll do a deep dive into the numbers, and we'll get a very good understanding. I will be pulling out the rares that are expensive, and I'll showcase what those rares costed, because there are some rares in this card game that are very expensive, being that this was their first set, and they're only 2 sets in. So I would love nothing more than to find or pull one of the collector rares. Those are big dollars. I would love to showcase that to you. Think of Weiss Schwarz collector rares with the artists usually have their signature on it, and it's an alternative art card. Would love to pull one of those so I can show it off, but again, you guys can always just check it out. Here we go, UR. And here's one gripe I do have so far. Their URs are really worthless. And even in the other set, so their URs, you only get 1 per box, and their URs are supposed to be like their really big hitters that you get. They're just, they're not good. I don't know if that just means because they're not meta, and the card game itself, like, they don't use them in deck builds. That could be why. One thing I would like to see them do and change that up is to get 1 normal UR and add another UR per box and make a second UR alternative art. I think that would help out the value of the URs for sure. The Mew Cursed Touch. So here's another SR. Their SRs, though, are very good. So you do get some good value with the SRs. You do get some good value with the foils. There are a couple of rares in this set that have some high value as well. So it'll be interesting when I go through all the rares and I pluck out. I'll be plucking out every rare that is at least $1 or more. And I might even limit it actually to $2 or more. I might pull out every rare that's $2 or more, because $1 or more, we might be here all day. So I might pull out ones that have like a $2 range or more, so we can get a good understanding of, you know, how valuable each box is. Because I know there's a lot of people out there And Ashwin, if you're, watching this video, I'm definitely speaking to you on this one, and I'm with you, by the way. I do think that when you buy something, when you buy a booster box, it is good to know how much value you're getting returned. So, for example, if I'm spending $65, $70 a box, I would like to know that each box is going to get me close to that. Now, I'm not saying that every box needs to break me even, or I need to be profiting on every box. That's unreal expectations. But if I do spend, beseech the winds, if I do spend like $60 on a box and I'm getting $40 back in return for all the cards, between all the rares, the super rares, the UR, stuff like that. And that's any card game, by the way. That's just a good number. Somewhere around that neighborhood of like getting back 3/4 of what you spent, I think is good. If you make money on a booster box, that's just gravy. If you break even, all the better, So I like seeing, ooh, Blanx Captain. That is a rare foil. That's a first so far. We've seen a lot of commons and uncommon foils. Here is our very first rare foil. It's a beautiful looking card there. So I will be definitely doing, like I said, a full detailed breakdown. And this way, like I said, we can see how valuable these boxes are. Because that's also going to determine, too, whether or not these card games do stay around for a while. For better or for worse, prices are all attached now to these card games. You can sit there and say that that's not good, or we can debate that all we want. For better or for worse, that's to be undecided. That's a debate that's going to be as old as time at this point. And I'm not here to debate that, whether or not it's good or bad. I can make my argument. No one's going to have a definitive answer. But like I said, for better or for worse, money is attached to all these cards. It's not just cardboard anymore. They all have their worth, their value, whether you're a collector, a player, or both. So let's see what we're getting so far. So far we got some decent pulls. And the artwork is fantastic. Definitely has an anime isekai feel to it. White Schwartz type of feel to it. And I'm cool with that. And the gameplay is very unique. It definitely plays like a Yu-Gi-Oh game. I think that's why a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are kind of drawn to it. Ooh, Hymn of Gaia's Grace. Another nice SR. I would like to get one of these in foils, man. Because one of these in foils, man, they're pretty pricey. So, would like to see that. And like I said, there are some things that I got some gripes and some problems with. And there's some things that are really good. The card game, the artwork, all good stuff there from Grand Archive. You do get a good amount of pull ratios. I do like that there is an Ultra Edition, so you're not stuck buying First Edition, because that would have sucked. And I like, too, that they've already, it seems like in the second set, they completely got away from First Edition and Ultra Edition. They've just made a second set. The second set, when you buy a case, there's 18 boxes per case, so I do like that they upped the ante a little bit on there. It makes it so if you do buy a full case, it actually it's kind of worth it, because you have to spend a little bit more money. You have to spend like $800, but for 18 boxes, if you break it all down, that's about like $50, $45 per box. So that's pretty good on a box per box ratio. So some things I like, and like I said, there's some things that I just don't like. A lot of these the URs, like I said, the foils are pretty cool. They do mean something when you pull a foil card. It does mean something. I would like to see the foils, though. Like I said, instead of having 3 foils, if one of them's a common and uncommon, one of them should definitely be a rare or better variety. And we will see, too, I'll do a case break of the second set. So when we do a case break of the second set, now I can say all these things now. I still have no idea. We can go into the second set, and all the things that I'm talking about, like I wish they did this, I wish they did that. They may actually do it. I have no idea. I'm completely new to this. I've just seen a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players opening up. Team Samurai was one of them. I saw him do a lot of booster box openings of this kind of stuff. Grand Armada was another one. I saw his YouTube channel. He was opening this up. So I was like, hey, new card game. Let's give it a try. And I know I'm a little tardy to the party here, but better late than never. So here we go. We got 2 more packs after this one. So this has been... Oh, we finally get our first SR foil. It's 1,000 refractions. Excellent. Just talking about that. So we do get a foil SR. That's fantastic right there. 1,000 refractions. We pulled this card before too, so Now we get it in foil form. So very, very nice there. Love that. And then just a regular rare. Nice. Now, like I said, let's see if we can pull one of these collector rare cards, man, because they are beautiful and they are valuable too. You pull one of those collector rares, you virtually pay off for the entire case, because they are like upwards of like 2, 3, 500. There's one of them, I believe, that's also like $2,000, which is just insane. But they are very hard to get. It's like one in every like 10 cases or something like that. So that's crazy to me. So let's see, last pack magic, and we did get an SR Baruch Smoldering Spire. Do you know what I mean by the artwork, you guys? Like, the artwork's really good. That also helps keep a card game around. Nice artwork. All right, so that's gonna do it. Let's go ahead and get to the end of the video and do a quick booster box breakdown. All right, you guys, let's get to the end of this video. Let's do a quick recap of the booster box we just opened. So for our foils, we got a common Intrepid Highwayman. We got ourselves a rare foil, Blanks Captain, really nice, and we actually pulled a beautiful foil SR 1000 Refractions, really nice card there. For the SRs, we got Map of the Hidden Passage. Oops, got one stuck there. Beseech the Winds, Nimue Cursed Touch. We did pull our one UR, which is Tome of Sacred Lightning. Meant to put that at the end there, my bad. Another SR Artificer's Opus, an SR Hymn of Gaia's Grace, and a SR Baruch Smoldering Spire. So some really good pulls here in this booster box. This booster box, when I go back and take a look at all the pricing, this may very well be the best booster box that I get. So just because of that foil SR, I'd be very curious to see how expensive that card really is. It could be worth a lot of money, it could be worth nothing, who knows. But we haven't been able to pull one. There we go. Haven't been able to pull one yet, and we finally got one here. So good stuff from Grand Archive. Eventually, I will be doing some starter decks openings, and I will be doing some deck techs and stuff like that. I'm really starting to learn this card and really get a good understanding, good feel for it. I love to do case breaks when I bring something new to the channel, because it really does show off how good their pull rates, their value rates, all that kind of stuff. I love to do, and I really hope that this card game does stick around, because I do want to see some card games kind of go away, to be honest with you guys, but I would like to see this one stick around, because I do like some of these cheaper card games lately. With everything getting more and more expensive, it's nice to see that you can kind of run to an alternative. And I think Grand Archive could be your alternative if you're into, let's say, Disney Lorcana, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Flesh and Blood, maybe even Yu-Gi-Oh! If Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever gets to that point where it's getting a little too expensive, maybe Grand Archive can be your secondary card game. But let me know what some of your guys' thoughts are. As always, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Please don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.